Hello, friends. It's me, Cynthia, and Marty, and this is our Sunday edition of Magic Hour. Welcome, friends. If I could get one of you all out there, maybe two, to let me know how the stream looks, if I have to adjust anything, that would be great. All right. Oh, I see some of my friends already joining. Hello, friends. Hello, Cecilia. Hello, Morphing Designs. Hello. Yes, indeed. I see Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello, my friends. How is all the holiday engagement going? Engagement. Why'd I say that? Goofy. We had a Christmas party that we went to last night. It was a good time. Our friend Farron, she's a local artist in town that does resin work, invited us to a Christmas party for latkes and beef brisket, and it was good. Our friends have a restaurant called Gypsy Queen in town, and they made all the food. And my friend Farron made a bunch of these potato. They're like potato. I think they're called potato latkes. I might be mispronouncing that, but it was a good time. A really good fun time to kind of hang out with local artists. There's a lot of friends from the Big Crafty, and what else did we do? Had a game night on Friday. That was good times. Played a lot of games. Marty is ready. He is ready. I know, I'm taking forever. Well, let's adjust this so we can see his little paws. Yeah, there we go. Adjusted. Baby. He's been a good cat all day, helping me get everything ready. Yes, so we dug around in my studio. I don't want to make it sound like there's stuff everywhere, but there's stuff everywhere, and especially in my studio. And I pulled things out I forgot that I had. It was pretty cool. Like I found snakeskin agate. I don't know. I thought I'd sold and made jewelry out of it. I was like, what's this? So fun. I have a lot of boxes that are repurposed. I like to reuse and recycle things. And it's kind of fun, it's like a surprise. I didn't know. I found these little charms the other day. It was cute. Look at this. It looks like a dog, but it's actually a cat if you look at its face up front. And that was in my collection. It's really fun to see all the different things in the studio. And by all, I mean about, well, I don't know. There's stuff that I have down in my garage and in my lower. Our house is kind of like a layer cake, where the studio, where Azalea and I sew, we have a bunch of fabric, paper, art supplies. That's on the top. That's up in the attic. And the middle section of our house is where it's like the living space for all our bedrooms and the kitchen and everything. But we kind of took over the kitchen table, possibly because it's, like a few feet from the kitchen, and that makes it nice and easy to access. Oh, I see more folks have joined us. Hello. Oh, Cecilia says it's great. Nilda. Hello, Nilda. Nilda says nice and clear. Oh, Morphing Design says Marty is ready. He is ready. Oh, I see our friend Shannon. Hi and happy holidays to all. Yes, happy holidays, my friends. And Ann Gardan. Hello, Ann. Ann, I'm wearing your earrings. They make me think of Tucson. So I've been wearing them all weekend. And my friend Farron, that we had the Christmas party with on set last night, she also goes out to Tucson, and we shopped around in Tucson last year, and it was good because sometimes when you buy different things, you're looking for different things. She doesn't make that much jewelry the way I do. I guess it's not a lot of stringing. It's more like resin and very minimal, uh, beads and such. So she's not really shopping for beads. She's looking for more like sliced geodes that are really interesting because she embeds them in her resin paintings, and it's really cool. So, oh, this says interesting earrings you're wearing. These are made by Ann Gardan. And drop a link if you have, or let people know where they can join in on your lives. Anne has a Facebook group as well. Isn't that correct, Anne? And she makes beautiful enamel. These are enamel. Let me see if I can. That's pretty. They have a really beautiful vitreous. I think they call that vitreous when it's kind of metallic. I get compliments on these all the time. Perfect. Oh, hello, Terry. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, my friends. Yes.
That beverage has elderflower, rose syrup, peach juice, and LaCroix.
Thank you, daughter. Azalea is good at making mocktails, and as you can hear, she's doing much better. She had her wisdom teeth pulled out last Wednesday. So
just a couple days,
a few days ago. And she didn't get the big cheek swelling. She looks normal. It was good. She healed very, very fast. I mean, it took me like 2 weeks, and it was a rough 2 weeks. I ended up getting what's called so terrible. Just thinking about it, so terrible. I got dry socket. Listen, that's because you know how they tell you they get that syringe and you're supposed to flush. I was a little over enthusiastic with the flushing. You're not supposed to do that. So don't do like your mom. Don't do that. Oh, Connie, our friend Connie. Connie's our neighbor in Asheville. And I miss you, Connie. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go back to that auction house and hang out. And maybe
go back to that Thai restaurant we went to before.
Yeah, the Thai's place is good too. But I really like the auction house because they have these. There's a little Mexican place. It's like a food court where there's all different kinds of food you can get. They had these little bananas, the plantains that they fried, and it was a big old serving, so I could share with everybody at the table. It was nice. Oh, our friend Clem. Hey, Clem. Hey, Clem says, hi, friends. So glad you're doing better, Azalea.
Thanks.
Good. Karen says, I got dry socket too. Hideous. The worst part of dry socket is they put, at least I don't remember the time period. It was 20 years ago. But if you get dry socket, the method of fixing that is taking this tape, this latex. I don't know if it was latex, but it was stretchy. It's like stretchy tape, like you use to fix a pipe. And they take that ribbon and they shove it in there, and it's infused with clove. So as you can imagine, you're going to be infused with the taste. Everything you eat is infused with cloves. And so I had it in there for about 2 days before I was like, I don't care what happens next. All I know is this tape has to come out. It's either you're taking it out or I'm taking it out. And I got tools at home. And the oral surgeon was like, no, you're going to come in. And I was like, well, listen, I'm not afraid to get my tweezers out and do self-surgery. So, oh, Connie says, yes, let's put a little group together, or just me and you, and get some coffee and talk about some neat things happening. Hello, Melanie. Hello, my friend. So today we spent pretty much the last couple days. So y'all have heard over and over how we're doing the kitchen reno. And so I have a couple of tanks, and one of the tanks is a 20-gallon community fish tank. And right now, all that's in it is the biggest, most massive snail you've ever seen. He's like this big. It's not even it's not even as big as they can get. They can get much bigger, apparently. I haven't seen that for myself, but this is the biggest mystery cell I've ever seen. What kind of love are you wearing around your neck? I have on 2 different strands of, look to me, this is Baltic amber. This here, Baltic amber. And I think this is a type of, I'm not sure if it looks like the same type of amber, but this was sent over to me by one of our friends. So I every time I wear it, I have a good feeling of warmth when I wear it. Kind of a healing energy. You know, amber's supposed to have that I'm not really sure what about it. And y'all can fact check this, but it's supposed to have some sort of healing quality where like babies will they have necklaces where the babies will put it. I would not do that because I'd be afraid that, like, my bite force is pretty hard, and I would assume any of my babies would have a pretty hard bite force, and I wouldn't want to bite in amber because it seems, well, I mean, it's fossilized tree sap, you know. Ann says, I'm going to have you look for some amber in Tucson, my favorite. No problem. I love amber. I love it. And I go fully armed with a light. So no one's getting anything past me and Azalea. I have in the past, I have purchased amber that was not legit. And then I was sad. And this was way back when I was just learning about gemstones. And one of the things that is passed all the time is either copal, which comes from Thailand, and it's kind of like new tree sap, and it'll always have a kind of tackiness. I bought some, and this is going on, I don't know how many decades. It's still kind of tacky, still. And when I bought it, I thought, oh, this is just something on the strand. It never went away, so I never used it. It's still hanging in my studio somewhere. So I feel like, you know, you want to get the legit. Yeah, what's going on here, son?
Did he get his treat?
Not yet. He's kind of salty about that. But I did find some, and you know what it was? What I found while I'm talking about that? It was stabilized amber. And what stabilized amber is usually used for, and I feel like it's okay to use stabilized for the purpose of use in an inlay situation. Y'all see an inlay? I have. If you've been to my booth for a live action show, I do have rings that I built oh, here's one right here. Let me see. Here's a silver plated one. So here's an adjustable ring. This is for inlay. Or I designed it to be for inlay. So check out these. Let me see. Can you see that? So these aren't filled yet. It's an adjustable flower ring. And see these spots here, these divots? What that's for, it's for putting crushed stone. And then you use the stuff that's called, I can't pronounce it, it's HXAT, hexatol. I don't know, that's a weird name. It's for stabilizing turquoise and there are other stones. And it's kind of a filler. It's a sort of a matte finish looking, looks like epoxy resin to me, but apparently it's a different recipe because I was corrected several times at the Henderson County Gem Club. They were like, it's not, they were adamant, it's not resin. It's like, I don't know. I think it looks like resin to me. But anyway, what you're supposed to do is you fill a space with the powdered gemstones. Well, most of the time you've seen it. It's going to be in turquoise. It's going to be in coral. That's the most common. And nowadays, modern opal, especially the synthetic, they'll use crushed. Pack it into the divot, fill it. Then you go over top and you get it on a lap grinder and you hold it down until it's flush and you buff it and polish it down. And then you have an inlay piece. And it's nice and smooth and it's all stabilized and it's good because it's all inside the setting and it's not going to come apart. Now, what's not good is if you have, I guess it's not bad, but because you'll see seashells and different things that have been embedded in stabilizer and then carved or put into molds. And I bought amber like that and it was dyed. So the actual amber was put into stabilizer and then it was tinted. So you got the color. And a lot of times the stabilizer will have like kind of it'll look like that Jello, that kind of Laffy Taffy type situation where it's kind of compacted together. That's how you can tell if you're getting something stabilized. And also real amber, it floats and it also has kind of, has a very light fragrance to it. If you were to heat it up in your hands, it has like the lightest, very light. You can kind of.
So fake amber doesn't float?
Fake amber is usually a little bit heavy because resin doesn't float. that I know. They might come up with new resin. Who knows? Oh, Clem says it's a rock and a plant at the same time. Yeah, that's like how opal is water. That's like ancient water, because it's gem silicate.
Got a little bit of opal in there.
There's a little bit of opal in this mix. So what we did today was we went through a couple of my containers, and we combined a couple of containers. I have containers like this. This one has not been processed. This is just an example. So, like, this is very common, extremely common in my studio, where I sometimes, when I have beads that I'm working with and I am too impatient to like go through and be like, okay, pearls in the pearl department, these are crystals, whatever, and separate it out. Sometimes I'll do one of these and I'll just put it all in here until I can deal with it later. And then I put it on this shelf or a box or a tub. And then it, I'll revisit it at another time. And that's, sometimes that happens. And then sometimes it doesn't get revisited. It doesn't get revisited for 20 some years. Some of that stuff is always like, what is this? I was like, that's a good question. What is it? But some of the stuff I have to share today, I've been collecting for a long time, and I didn't take it out of the mix. What we tried to do is get the sizes. That's the hardest part, because if you have two like massive, great big beads, they tend to go to the top of the lucky dip, and then all your smalls go onto the bottom. So if you have a good blend of sizes, then it's you end up having, if it's too much of a, he's like, listen, you see that little paw? He said, before you go on with this lecture, let's deal with this first. You see that paw came out? He was like, listen, Mama, we need to deal with this situation here. Maybe he wants a bowl. Does he want a bowl? Or is this, what do you think?
I don't need a bowl.
I need a bowl. Get that one. I don't want him to lick my hand. Yeah. All right, let's take a break. Zoe, I'm getting overcome. It's too much. He's trying to do the bite and drag technique. That's the bite and drag, y'all. You see that? The technique where he bites it like right here and then drags it back with his teeth together. He sometimes gets big and greedy a little bit. Okay, that's enough for now, son. Well, can you give me a paper towel? Wet nap, please. Ann says, if you ever rebrand, Marty has to be front and center. Listen, Ann, how'd you know? Ann, how'd you know about that? It's like she's psychic. Guys, look at this. So, we talked to some folks, the buyer at the Biltmore. Well, we talked to the buyer at the Biltmore, his team leader, whatever he called him. And we explained our business. This is the other day when we went to the Biltmore. I was looking around and I was like, what we need is to have a better display. Our display needs to happen, because right now it's like we're still in bead. It's like 5 years since we did a technical bead show. It's been a long time since we were at a show that was just beads. It's been forever. I mean, when was the last time there was even? I would say it was Tucson was the last one I did. But anyway, look at this right here. This is how did you know, Ann? This is this is the sign right here. Let me see if I'm pointing to it right. So here's the sign. This is, imagine it, and then that's Marty and a frog riding on his back. There's another idea for like a point of sale, but yeah, we'll see. My friend Kira Boyd, that does glow forge cutting, offered to make signs for me, so I'm going to take her up on that. We did some trade, and that's going to be good times. Oh, Terry says, I want to be on the Amber list from Tucson. Yeah, I was going to, or I am going to, put a post on the Facebook group where y'all can type in what you would like for us to go hunting for. And there are lots and lots of shows that are they're pretty much like, I don't know how to describe it. It just, you can go to the like to the Native American indigenous people. I can't remember what it's called. It has a kind of a long name, but you can get actual turquoise from like the Southwest, and they dig it up and they have people that you can buy just the rough and then take the rough somewhere and get it cut, or you can go. There's a place in Gem Mall that they had really nice amber, although the price of the amber went up really high. So, oh, the amber bees, Karen, listen, I go to my guy the moment the show opens. I am Johnny on the spot, number one customer, cash in hand. Oh, he's getting his little rough dirty. And I get the primo stuff in there with my head, and I clog the whole thing up with my stuff all around me. It's probably kind of rude, but I know, because I take up so much space when I'm in there. And Azalea's with me, and whoever else is with me. Joanne last time. It's good times. Let's flip this camera around. Let's do that. All right. Let's see. Where am I? You can see all my mess. All right. Let's get some space in here. I'll make some space. Like, now I didn't leave myself enough room. Sorry. If you guys saw what was on this dining room table, you would never believe that only a few nights ago it was completely cleared off. There was nothing on the table. Perfect for game night. But I tell you that now it's plugged up with a bunch of stuff. TV, this is getting a little loud. What's happening, little dog?
I think I undid one of my stitches.
Oh no. That's giving me high anxiety.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know what? That chicken wing was too tempting, man. I couldn't stop myself.
I told you, that child, and not a child.
I can't take it.
Been
yogurt and tomato soup is not enough. I'm wasting away. That chicken wing was calling me by my name.
Azalea's been in the mood for chicken wing.
I needed a chicken wing instantly. I ate one, and then I was like, what is that feeling in my mouth?
Oh, you're like
it didn't even hurt. I just looked in there and I was like, oh, that's like part of that plasticky stuff for my stitches. There it is. And it's like on my tongue. Okay.
Like this. All right, so this was in the upper tier of the studio. Let me see if I can show this, you guys. This is one big old smorgasbord. Check this out. So this, I would say, has stuff when I was doing a lot of, what's this? Spiny oyster. There's a couple, I think there's some in there. I did not weed out. What happened was, anything that gets weeded out is like great big stuff. So it doesn't take up half the tin. But I added a lot to it. I found some of this. You can't actually get this anymore. This kind of deep, super deep colored carnelian. Found some of that. That was actually already in the container. And so we thought, hey, let's call this one. It's kind of a crow blend with everything in there. There's carved beads. There's faceted. There's these stick pearls. There's some of this, like, they called that cherry blossom tourmaline. These flat cornflake pearls. Oh, and then look at these pearls. I found these. These were good. They're kind of little nubbins. Look at these. These are called chocolate Baroque pearls. And I remember getting a couple strands of it. So this is probably a strand and a half or so. because I was making earrings out of this. Look how juicy these are. Look at the luster. Isn't that pretty? Now, what I'm seeing on the screen, it looks kind of maroon or dark. These have a lot of, let's see if I can get that. I feel like the color is kind of, I don't know how, like, move that over a little bit. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty epic. We'll put those in there. And speaking of pearls, I have these. Check this out. So these are faceted pearls. I haven't seen faceted pearls of this quality in a really long time. But I'll share some. I'll share some of these. I have I don't have this much left of my own in my like personal stash, partly because I can't tell how much I have. It's all, I might have more, I might not, who knows. So I'm going to put those in. I love them. They're delightful. And they're so rainbow. If you saw these in real life, you'd be like, what? Perfect earrings. Or you could use one of them in that necklace, from, what's that movie with Mia Farrow? Not Mia Farrow, Mia Sarah. And Darkness. He's all red. Tim Curry is Darkness. Legend. There it is. Took me a minute to get there, but I did eventually.
Not my generation.
You didn't see Legend? Come on. What have I done? What have I done as a
Probably
parent?
a long time ago. I can't remember.
She has a necklace in there that's like an illusion necklace with like a single black pearl in her what do you call that notch in your neck? Plunder's notch. There's an anatomical name for it. Anyway, you can make one of those. Yeah, there's some, I used to use these all the time back in the 90s. This is some disc cut smoky quartz. They are actually really, really pretty, that color. Oh, here's a ruby. There's a ruby right there. A big one too. Look at the size of it. Has a little bit of a star on this side. Gem grade lepidolite I see right there. This is a good mix and match here. This is some high quality citrine. They're carved cubes. Really pretty. Anyway, where's the link? I'm going to drop that in there. Did you already drop it?
I dropped it earlier, but you can just click paste in the comment section.
I'm going to drop the link again. So what we did was we weighed it so we could get an amount. And we're doing, when I kind of did a rough estimate of how much this should cost, just from the bags that I have, we just tallied everything up. And, there's a David Christensen back. This is, okay, so that's a good time period. So this is, if you ever seen this is called, what is this called? Furnace glass. Furnace glass is done by taking long tubes, like they call them, they're like a long borosilicate tube, and then they cut them and make these rainbow beads. They're all different colors, all different sizes, but he's since passed on. And, you can't, well, he didn't make them anymore. So, I mean, I'm sure there are other people making them, but David Christensen lamp or furnace glass is in here. Oh, Michelle says, I do remember when faceted pearls were introduced to the market. You had to have a great big pearl to facet. That was kind of the thing. This is fun. I separated some of this out to show a little better, but this is called snakeskin agate. Now, it's an agate, but the way they discover that it's snakeskin is when they polish off the surface. Like when you first see these, they just look like pebbles. You do not know the secret of this stone. The secret, I'm going to check out and see if you can see that closely, is that when they're polished like this, they make a pattern like a snake. Isn't that cool? But that's natural. You can't actually get this stuff anymore. That's what's kind of sad about it. I scoured Tucson for the last few years because I love this in a treasure necklace because it just feels magical. It's like kind of like goby stones, like those kind of, used to be able to see those on the market a lot, but nowadays, I don't know, it's not the fashion anymore. Or more likely, it's harder to get because you got to go to Inner Mongolia to go get it. Oh, and then these, so I put a couple of these in here. This is called a ghost bead, and not a ghost bead. This is an eye bead, and it's an African trade bead. These are worth a lot. I just thought it'd be like a free inside for one of y'all. And this is the pink and blue coloration. These are really hard to find. If you Google it and you do look at the facts about these beads, they're really very magical and just so beautiful. I love them. There's a couple trade beads in here, or a few trade beads that I threw in. Some of these, I see one here. I got some of these, but they're the great long ones. These little itty bitties are really hard to find now because they're like kind of petite. And this is called Dutch opalescence. There's a couple more slices. But these run anywhere. The individual bead is like between $5 and $10 per bead. They're not a cheap date. Not a cheap date at all. Julie says, do I see stick pearls? Yeah, there's a few stick pearls in this. There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I tell you, all the different kinds of cuts that I've got. There's a watermelon. It's a watermelon African trade bead. And those are definitely antique, 1800s, when those were made. Okay, and here's some more trade beads. So anyway, this is the rarest of my collection. These right here. So this is called an indigo gooseberry. An indigo gooseberry. I have however many are in here. These are actually super hard to find. And especially in this kind of quality, like they're not damaged. I actually got them from a bead museum that was closing in, what was that place? It was in Oberlin, Ohio. There it is. It came to me, Oberlin. And at the same collection, I got some antique, like, I think they were like brown mother of pearl. I never used them because they're so precious. I still have, I maybe made a couple of treasure necklaces, but I have just been sitting on these. And I bought the full strand, and I'm hoarding the rest. It's like my shame. But I will share some of them. But they call them that because they look like a gooseberry. They have a beautiful stripe that is in the glass. It's through layering. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of translucent. They're really beautiful, just magical beads. They feel, you know what I end up doing with them? I don't do much with them, but I end up giving them to people. Like I gave one to my friend Mary Ellen. I put it in a bag and I put a string around it and I put the name in or the date and everything. They're just like a little precious, it's like, one of the oldest beads that's ever been found was a glass bead that was blue, like a blue glass bead. And it predates all the other artifacts. They keep finding these ancient artifacts. And I just thought it was fascinating, like one of the oldest things in the world that's been discovered was a blue bead. I thought it was pretty cool. Here's a big green pearl. Here, these are from my friend Kia. You guys remember Kia? She doesn't do the shows anymore, but she's out in Truth or Consequences. I think she still is. But she used to carry some of the most unusual beads that you could find. Now, I think Azalea listed this as kyanite, but I'm throwing all this in here. And to my remembrance,
is it not kyanite?
No, I think this is not kyanite. This is kyanite right here. This got dropped in there. You can see the difference. So what this is, well, it's okay. It's indicolite. I bought the whole strand. This is called the tourmaline is called indicolite because it's teal. So it's a type of blue that is very rare for that kind of tourmaline. Usually you get like one or two pieces on a strand. Anyway, my friend told me about it, and she was like, it is really nice. It comes in this color, but she usually had more rough type stones. So it's really beautiful. It's really special. And I hope you guys like it. I love it. I use a few pieces here or there. I will tell you, the way I've used this in the past is in an asymmetrical earring with chain and labradorite. That's what I paired it with, and garnet. So I love this color with a garnet. Let's see what it looks like. I'll show you. So this doesn't have a lot of garnet in this blend, but there's this really pretty carnelian, and look how it looks with carnelian. Kind of fading in that spot, but the light is not great with it. But a really rich orangey red with this color is fantastic. You see maybe this. Or here's a lighter one. You can kind of see it a little bit better. Or how, if you can imagine the vision. So what I did was I hung them by chain like this, like a little dagger point. And I did them asymmetrical, so I'd only use one of them. And anyway, I think they're beautiful. So this is also going on. These are yummy. Jeanette says, I love furnace glass. Yeah, me too. Yeah, check out all that cheddar. Oh, and I did a mix of some of my favorite labradorite cuts that I haven't seen in a million years. And some of this stuff I've been sitting on for so long. Like, and this is a habit I have. Like, if I love something, I will buy it as much as I can get. And then I will not want to use it for whatever reason until I've worked it out of my system, and then I can use it. So in this collection, I have different colors of labradorite. I have blue spectralite. So these drops, these are from, where is that from? Finland. I believe spectralite comes from Finland. Anyway, I got these a long time ago, and they have a blue flash. See that? Let me just pour it into my hand. It will be a little bit easier to see the different. So there's a bunch of different cuts. This is from my 90s or like late, probably 96 or 7, going in that time period where I have found a tub of labradorite. And so I picked out all of my favorite cuts out of that. Jermaine says, is this the Crow's gift lucky scoop you were showing? Yes, this is exactly that. Thank you, Jermaine. I did not say that. I did not say it at all. But that's what's in this blend. So I have a very eclectic blend in this. These are some little tooth beads that are kind of an olivey brown, and they have a blue and a kind of a peachy gold shimmer. Pretty good. Pretty good. So this is a pretty, this collection, I think we had maybe 20 or so that we weighed it. Karen says, yes, it comes from Finland. Yeah, I remember getting that and being kind of excited about it, because it was, at the time, it was pretty rare to get that kind of bead. Now I feel like you can get it, but you can get it in smaller rondelles. That's what I've seen it in lately, is the small rondelle. I haven't really seen it in a large size. Oh, and so I had a few, I can't remember the name of the kit now, but the pink here is pink. This is a faceted pink opal. We have a golden gem lepidolite I see here. Some big amber, like that's amber right there. Oh, here's some more of that, what I was talking about, the Dutch opalescent slices. Yeah, that kind of, I do tend to hoard this. I love this so much. And what I do with these guys is I will put brass beads in the center, and then you can see the glow through it. Let's see if it shows it with this. Let's see if you can kind of, it's transparent. I don't know if that's going to fit there, and if it illustrates it, but you can see through it. So anyway, it's really,
you dump everything in.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got Ann says, can you show us what 50 grams will look like? It is one of these, and we'll measure it out. One of these guys.
Yep. Scoop it out. Oh, we already got one.
Oh, and the last thing.
Oh, should we scoop live tonight if people want it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should scoop it. I think so. All right, so these are pretty cool. My friend Jess and we have been obsessed with these little tiny eyes. So they're doll eyes. And I was like, what if they were put in bezels? So I don't know if you can see this, but these are really tiny. This one's silver plated brass. So these little guys, they don't add much weight. They're very light. They're like a gram. So they don't add a lot. But I thought since this was kind of an eclectic crows magical mix of all kinds of stuff in here, I thought, man, why don't I just put these in? They're kind of one of a kind because they're all a little bit different. And, they're just so precious. I put these, now they're great for earrings because, they're, number one, they're light. And if you make, say, I don't know if you guys follow that artist from, I think she's from Ireland, Gran Morton. She does eye necklaces and earrings and things. And a lot of them are asymmetrical. And I think this would be good for that type. Really, I think it would be. So Shannon says, this is way more fun than a bag of coal from Santa. This is, you never know what you're gonna get with this. I put in some jade that I've been sitting on for a long time. I put in, man, there's opals in here. As I was like, do you realize? She was like, there's some really juicy opals in here. You can't see that, but
they're smaller, but they were really sparkling.
Jermaine says, wonderful mix for the solstice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I tried to keep the price as best as I could get it, just so that it's not too much, or feels like I wanted to give people a deal. So this is a great mix, and then plus some really fun free insides. Like, if you get a strand of beads, like I think, how much did we charge for this? Like 30, what did we put this at? 36?
Well, we had it at 46.
Well, originally it was at 46
weight,
was for the weight, but then we put a discount on it.
30%.
30%. And thought, you know what, why not? Let's do something nice for our customers. We didn't do a big sale this year, so maybe this is what we'll do.
We've been having so much stuff going on lately.
Mm-hmm.
We're not locked in for any of the holiday things.
I'm
all
never
the holiday discounts.
ever locked in for a holiday sale. This is actually Super 7 that was thrown in. I love that stone. I love it. So there's all kinds of goodie in this. It's a complete smorgasbord. And you know what? It's probably, I would say, if you strung this back to back, you would get probably easily like a strand or two if you strung everything out. So if you consider like when you buy a strand of beads, oh, look at this. There's some good, look at that quality of rainbow moonstone in there. That's really nice and bright. Chrysocolla. That's some good chrysocolla. What's this jelly looking business? Oh, carved. This is, looks like chalcedony. Love that chalcedony. There's a lot of specimen grade of the rounds. Excuse me. More opal. Iolite. I can never say it. Just normal. I just have to put a spin on it.
Iolite.
All right. Do you have any that we can scoop? Did anybody get this?
Yeah. We had a bunch of people wanting this.
Oh, Jermaine. Jermaine says, do we go online to purchase it or comment here?
Oh, so if you see a link, I can drop it again. Here you go. So when you get it, it comes in 50-gram increments, and if you get it more than one, or if you get more than one, then we're gonna put it in the square tins like that, because it won't fit two of them in the smaller tin.
It just saves us, just to avoid confusion. So this will fit two of this.
So if you get three of them, then you get a square tin and a round one.
Right. All right.
So each quantity that you have of it is going to be a 50-gram increment. Melanie said, I did. Okay, we will scoop yours right now. I have some little stickers ready for everybody.
All right, you got those stickers?
I got them ready. So the first one in line, for the first time, usually Karen Steinkamp is first in line, but this time it's Cecilia.
Cecilia is number one. Oh, did we decide who got the prize for last week? Can you read that to me? You wrote it down on that piece of paper over there.
I thought we didn't do I don't remember us doing a giveaway on Wednesday.
You did.
I was leaky. I don't remember.
Right there, you wrote it down for the necklace.
What?
Right there in purple.
Abby Lovett?
Nope, right here.
Oh, Jeanette. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Oh,
yeah, I picked
good.
that from the comments. Yeah, Jeanette Carzon. If you're here with us, then you got, what was the giveaway?
Some of the, a pearl necklace.
Oh, yeah, a pearl necklace.
All right, pass me that.
Okay. What do you
squaring
need to
it out. All right, I'm going to do it. So we're going 50 grams.
My handwriting was all messed up, too. What the heck?
Can you even believe that was exactly 50 grams right there? Can you believe that?
Lucky. Did you show that? Look at that big juicy
cube
citrine on the top.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I covet those whenever we go to the shows because the strands are always like $200, and then half the strand is just like the white citrine.
Herkimer diamond in there.
Those, all the ones in that mix, though, all the cube citrines were like the good part of the strands. They're all like the color
some of them
of amber.
Dropped out there a little bit. That's true.
All right, where's that? The next is Shannon Olszewski. I think that's how I pronounce her name. It looks good. Got the iolite on top.
Iolite.
Chrysocolla. That's citrine. I covet that. And amber. That's good.
And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can, if I don't go really close to the amount, I will run out of beads. So that's why we have to weigh it.
Got to make sure it's fair for
so
everybody.
We weigh the whole thing and then divide it by however much fits in this.
Oh, this one actually, by the way, I forgot to mention, hers is a double. So get the big 10.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. We're going to dump that in there.
We'll need a couple more of these later.
I went way over on that one. Hey, come on, Thornton.
Oh, I see those purple pearls on top.
Mm-hmm.
That one's for Shannon.
Yeah, this one is. Oh, Jeanette is here.
Hello, Jeanette. You won something.
Jeanette, you won the.
I don't remember what it was, but you won something on Wednesday.
Now listen, I see a comment. Do we message you here or order online? Yes.
Oh, you order online. Here's the listing for it. Make it nice and easy so you can have some tracking and you can look at it on the website and read my romantical description caption that I wrote for everything. And then I go off on order history on my iPad while we're sitting here, and I go down the line and we scoop everybody as we see them. All right, that was Shannon's. Next is Karen. Just the one. There we go. Very nice. I know it's hard to get it to balance out with all those size variations.
I know, it kind of sucks.
But at least some of, like, it's mostly just the little giblety ones that are.
Mm-hmm.
That's Shirley.
No, that's not.
Oh yeah, give me that good one.
Not seeing the link on Facebook. Clem.
Oh, well, it says it went to Facebook. Maybe check out YouTube. I don't know why. I mean, it says it's sent to Facebook, but maybe if it's not working, maybe Facebook's just being a pain again. Nice. All right, next is a triple scoop for Debbie Smith.
Ooh, Melanie says, had to order another Sea Dragon too. My eldest ran away with the one I had just finished. That's funny.
Oh, you're gonna need one of those and one of these for Debbie. That's a good looking mix. Just sitting here, you can see sunstone and a pearl next to each other. I think that looks really good right here.
Some of my favorite beads.
That's a nice combo. Isn't that so pretty? What does that remind me of?
I don't know.
Yeah. Look at that big lemon quartz.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
You know what? I think people
so
also
how many
like
do I put in here? This is two?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're going to have to make 3 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're going to do 2 in the 10 and then one of the regular ones. You know what you need?
listen,
You need a fancy wooden spoon or something.
Yeah, Clem is, let's see. Oh, and remember, we pick from the comment section. So if you want to win something, maybe on this one,
I count
we'll
how many
see-
comments we have. I count the amount of comments that we get for the stream, and then I say on the internet, pick a random number between 1 and however many comments, and then it picks one of the numbers, and so I count up from the bottom, and whoever it lands on is who gets the giveaway. It's not the fancy StreamYard giveaway, but it works.
Mhm.
It just takes a little bit more time, but it's fine. It takes less time than when I used to do trivia.
All right, here's 3.
You can try this scoop.
Is that your pudding spoon?
No, that's the old coffee scooper.
Okay, what's next?
Liz 5. 1. You guys like the sound of the rattling beads? I do.
Yeah, I like that. It's good. There's the lid of this.
Very nice. Next is a double dip.
Double dip.
Harriet West double dip.
You're gonna have to get me. You're gonna have to go deep behind me and get.
I predicted this.
Who's here? Who's here?
Oh my gosh! What are you doing awake?
There's someone here.
Hi. Wow. Look at him getting up so late to be on the live stream.
Oh wait, let me check this first.
Oh my goodness, this is like parkour over here.
That's why I told you to be. Let me do that again. Let me zero it again.
Oh no! Don't listen to that sound. That was not a good sound. It's like the big ones that I need are at the very bottom of the stack.
It's always the way it is.
I know, especially when you're trying to get it fast.
Oh.
And you're delicately balanced. Okay, this has to be a box.
Sorry about the rattling around.
I know, because we're moving around the fish tank, and then so I had to clear off my order cart. So there's a stack of my order filling stuff in the corner of the dining room, and then this just happened to be at the very bottom of the stack in the back of the corner. But I got it successfully. I'm sweating. It's like deep in there. There you go.
Thank you.
Wait, which one did you just do?
The double dip.
Harriet.
Ooh, Harriet. Yes, my favorite.
Terry, did you get mine? Not yet. I'll never forget when we first did this lucky dip for the first time. Terry's like, I'm watching my beads being scooped away. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
All right, now we have a double dip for Diana. Diana Morehouse. Oh, yeah, you need more tins.
I'm just using this one. It's easier to fill this one.
This next one's a double dip. Double. Yeah. Looks good.
It's kind of more fun to do it this way. More precision.
With the super duper?
Yes. Yeah, look how pretty this one is. Y'all, check that one out. Isn't that delicious?
You hear that cat snoring now.
We,
What?
oh no. I was going to say, I kind of lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
I was thinking about.
Oh, that cat.
No, I didn't hear. I was reading, and Alex says the beads are hypnotizing.
They are.
They are hypnotizing. This is a really, number one, it's a fantastic deal. Like the potential of what you can get, all the stuff I threw in, such good things. All the good things.
All right, next. Okay, wait, you just gave me this one, right?
Yep.
Next is Melanie. Melanie Shiver. That's hers.
The single scoop.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good crisp pen pop sound. Wow.
You know what? I, for some reason, love the Lucky Dip days.
Well, it's fun to go and dig around and make mixes with things that you wouldn't look twice at before.
I look twice at my beads. I look and 3 times look.
Well, like there's like stuff that I found upstairs that was like, you know, like I wrote in my description that there was kind of in some, like it's pretty when you take it out, but the packaging was some dusty old bags.
Oh,
you wouldn't really think would have any pretty things in it.
Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of
dusty bags.
A lot of things in takeout containers stacked up.
The KFC container gets a lot of use.
Well, sometimes if you like a famous bowl.
All right, next is a double dip for Jermaine.
Oh.
So you got to use that big one. I know. Terry, you're about 3 people ahead in line, so we'll get you in there. Don't worry. Got to make it fair. Got to go in order.
Yeah, this one is pretty limited. We didn't make a lot of it.
This is all that there is because we don't have any more.
You know,
there was stuff that I found in there that was not even strands. There was just some that had like 6 beads on them. Like the one, the cube citrine was an old lot sale that I found that literally had like maybe 8 to 10 on the thing, and that was all we have. So that's why that one I was looking at it so hard because it's the most limited. And if you want to go get a strand of those, you got to pay about like $150 for a strand. That's going to be half of them are going to be white. And that's one that we high graded in Tucson for a lucky, or not a lucky dip, a live sale.
Oh, that's good because I believe that is aquamarine right there. Good times. Look how juicy that one is.
I've been looking at this one right here. Is that purple emerald?
That's actually, oh yeah, that's that type of barrel. Yeah, that's a juicy one.
I like that one.
It looks very similar to that, you know, that kind of stone, the Lucky Seven, or not Lucky Seven, Super Seven. Super Seven, though, if you look at it, kind of has a mottled, because it's many, many different stones. This is iolite and sunstone.
Does it just naturally grow?
They don't do anything. It's just how it, you know, grows on a crystal. And what happens is the crystal has a growth on it, and the growth has a little bit of each. It's kind of a crazy looking crystal. I wanted to buy one at the gem show.
Next one is for Julie Liston. We have a long line, so.
Yeah. Okay, stop chit chatting is what you're saying.
The yap. It's okay. Oh, I like that big yellow one on the top. What's that?
That is called a whiskey quartz. This one right here. That's what that's called.
Next is Carolyn Bishop. I like how you're using that coffee scoop.
Yeah, it's a little more efficient this way.
Instead of the handfuls. Oh, Carolyn, you got one of them agates, one of them fancy ones.
Snake skin.
And a long pearl. This is a truly like epitome of a lucky dip. This girl's gift, because there's like all sorts of
I think
like small
you know
quantities
what?
of random
For $30, let's be real for a second. Nobody is going to have that kind of prices. And the reason I can do that is I bought these like 25 years ago. Not everything, obviously, but some of it I did. Like these guys. God, those were juicy.
Next one is Sandra Rossi. It's a good sound that makes. I see a faceted pearl in there. And one of the sparkling sunstone.
Yeah.
That sunstone too. I found. I only found like a third of a strand of that in a plastic bag upstairs. With
That's what I kept.
written on it. I know.
That's what I was
must
hogging
have
for myself.
Grabbed from the secret stash.
It's okay. There's always more treasures.
Now it's time for Terry Trice's double dip.
Get that double dip.
Get it. Get Terry's double dip. There you go.
Okay, I like to do this. There we go. It's like completely centered on that. And you know what? My favorite part is I have not had folks complain about my lucky dip. You know, like sometimes I've heard from, I'm friends with different people on that have different stores, and sometimes things don't land like how you want it to. So I'm glad that these have worked out and people have been happy with it. I hope we did the math right because
yeah, we did. I know that I did.
It kind of scares me.
Out.
Are we almost at the end?
Yeah, because this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh,
that
wow.
We've sold.
Almost done.
Yeah, see, I did the math.
We're
I know how to do the
right
math.
At the end of it.
I know, all in one night too. Everybody's lapping it up. You guys like this dip?
I like this dip.
Me too.
What's not to like?
Well, I was rooting for the mixed textures and shapes and sizes. It looks good. The variation. We are almost done, actually. I think we'll only have like maybe 1 or 2 left after this last one here. All right, so that one was for Terry.
Sunstone is sparkling magic. It is so
I was looking at that sunstone and
magical.
It had sparkles of pink on it.
Look at this one particularly. Check that out. Sunstone is so magical. This is considered, they call it like glitter, or there's some that's called lattice, and the lattice has a pattern. Like the way the feldspar is layered, you get either a pattern of stripe, like kind of like ribbons, or glitter. Okay. Either, I will say either is good.
Sandy Julep next. 1 scoop.
Oh, shoot.
Use it, Tony Pearl. Get that for her. Yeah. We can ask people about this at some point before we turn off. Ask if you guys want some pairs of this melon turquoise.
Yeah, I bought that, and I don't know if people like it or not.
It's hard to find. We've only found it in one spot.
Yeah, the
very nice. All right, the Terry
Marty
Scott.
Hair.
Yeah, of course, here he is. Next one, Terry Scott.
Pass me a 10.
Oh. I like Sunstone too. Liz Fife wants to know how many we have left. Let me check, actually, because we listed. Let me think. How many do we have? Gotta think about that for a second. Where is it? One. We have one left.
Ooh.
One left in the whole world and none left after that.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes, you know.
Yeah, because I actually need to
That's
write
that,
a couple
look at that
more
right there.
tags
That's a
here.
ruby right there. Okay, here's this one.
Terry Scott. Next
Julie
one
says, have never been disappointed with any of the dips. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's really good to hear. She's always nervous about it.
I am. I tell you, I look at these and I put as much as I can afford to put in there. And I think I would love it if this had, and I think of myself whenever and that sounds kind of weird, but I think of what I want. Does that make sense? What do I want in this?
All right, last one goes to Elizabeth Fife. She ordered that last one, so maybe we can combine hers into one. Big
two?
one. Yeah, so she'll have a total of 2, I think, unless she got 2 before. Let me check on that. Yeah, so this last one will go for
So is this a
That's a single one. That's for a Helen.
Clem says the dips are treasures. Thank you. Whose is this one?
Helen.
Oh,
Helen Balcon.
Helen, this one's yours. You get that big pearl, all the goodie in there.
All right. And so our last one here, you don't need a small tin for this one. The last one is, this one's Liz. This is hers existing one. And then so you're going to want to dump that one into this one and then give her a second scoop. And that's the last scoop of the whole dip.
So total of
just 2.
Oh.
So just dump that one into the big tin and then add one more scoop to the big tin.
Okay.
Because I want to just conserve the tins, you know.
You should measure this and see if there's, because this
There'll be like 1 scoop left, or maybe 1.5 scoop left.
Maybe we'll just do it, and then you can, and then we can.
If we have enough left and we want to sell it, then we can just list. If there's like 2 more, we can sell 2 more.
So we'll weigh the rest because I added a little bit more to it.
There's still good stuff at the end of that.
Yeah.
I still see snakeskin agate, lapillite, sunstone, opal, pearl.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, the scoops have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Every scoop has been good.
This Tucson is going to be off the hook with Lucky Dip because we'll be able to get stuff that, you know, usually we have to like count it evenly and be like, oh, is there going to be enough for, you know what I mean? Like counting each one for our kit because we wanted to make it as even as possible. With Lucky Dip, you can kind of throw in what is happening, you know? Yeah, that's really fun and special.
All right, that is the last of what was on the website. So now we have to calculate how much is left.
All right, I'm gonna do a couple of these and see how many I have, and that we might have maybe 2 left.
Maybe so. I think maybe 2 because initially all the weight came down to 26, but I listed 24 because I was like,
we wanted to err on the side of caution.
Just make sure nobody got shorted.
Yeah, my nightmare is to be like, we have 1 more and there's no more beads. That I would be not happy. We waited several times to make sure we had enough. Okay, so here's 1. Yeah, this is a good one too. Pass me a couple more, would you?
Yeah, here's this one. All right, so that's 1 that I can list now. Here we go.
Alex is in Italy enjoying family time.
It's like 2 a.m. for him right now. Maybe even later. I don't actually know.
Alex is my friend Sarah's son. And we met Sarah at a yarn retreat a couple of years ago. And that was pretty fun. The yarn retreat is in March. So hopefully we can go again. It's at
a better location.
in Montreat. And, you know, we look at that area to do, we were checking it out for a retreat of our own.
And that's the second one you just got listed?
There's another one right here.
Okay.
Let's see this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think it'll be real pretty. Let me see. I think I have enough for.
There might be one more.
Might be one more left.
I just listed 2.
Get in there.
Maybe if there's any maybe if there's a small sprinkle left at the end.
Look, if there's like any of the last remaining, I think if we'll do that as because that's just like
a giveaway, maybe like a small little sprinkle left. That's not enough to fill a tin.
All right, there's 3 total.
All right, there's a 3rd. So now there should be 3 on the website, you guys.
Okay, give me the last.
All right.
Okay, so this should be
enough. That'll probably be the giveaway.
That will be the giveaway.
Write that on the bottom real quick.
Okay, so this is kind of like a little mini dip.
A half dip.
A little half dip. So this is for our little giveaway.
So we can drop that link one more time, and you guys just saw the bowl getting emptied. So those 3 that are sitting there should be on the website, and those are the last
in the
world
remaining. And then this one, give me the sticker for, or you could put that last one.
I'm putting a sticker for a giveaway on the bottom of this one.
What we'll do is count up the comments, and then that's how we'll be able to figure out. All right, my friends, let's get this thing going. Let's turn this. Let's turn this. Oh, not connect a device. Not connect.
What's not connected?
I was trying to change the phone.
Oh.
Get all these lights out of the way. All right, my son, look at his face.
Where's the rest of his snack?
Where's his treat? He's been a very patient cat. Zoya, I do not want this to be all over my fingers. I need a snack bowl for this.
He looks so regal like that. Wow.
All right, my friends. We're getting ready. We're starting to remove everything from the kitchen. The tank is the big thing because it's been sitting there. I've had this community tank going for probably 10 years.
Sorry.
And I have had so many different kinds of fish. I guess it wouldn't surprise any of you to know that
She likes some fancy goldfish.
Yeah, I like a fancy goldfish and kind of strange pets. I've had birds. I've had frogs. Turtles. I've had turtles. That I will never keep turtles again unless I have a pond. All right. Oh, he's tapping my arm. He's climbing up on me. It's like his little cat pudding.
I want pudding. You can't be talking about some pudding and there's no pudding in the house.
You know, this girl loves pudding.
I've been needing the pudding now that my mouth is so delicate. I like to be able to eat what I want.
He's pushing down on my arm. He's actually a pretty strong cat, y'all. Today, he did not want to go out into the grass for some reason. And Azalea was like, come on, Marty, let's go down there. And she was walking him down the porch. And he grabbed onto the banister with both his paws and stopped her and yanked her back.
I know, I almost tripped backwards with the force that he yanked us back onto the porch off because I was down the steps. So he grabbed the very top of the banister and gripped it and yanked me, and I almost fell backwards.
But he was,
he's good. I mean, he's strong. I guess he didn't make a sound or cry or scratch. He just
stopped everything with his paws, and that was it. And he was like, there's no reason for me to go forward.
He just wanted to be on the porch.
Show your face, the delight. No swelling.
Just kind of pink.
No swelling. You didn't. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, it was like full moon.
Hey, you know what though? It was nice because Sarah gave me that ice pack that's strapped here. I looked so goofy. It was like this big thing that was like this, and I was like, and it was strapped around the back of my head. Ice pack. It's pretty good though.
Yeah, it was good.
It helped.
Oh,
see, he's very sturdy.
Sturdily built.
Very strong.
Very strong. Clem says, "Is it raining there? It's been raining here for days." No, we've had perfect weather. So perfect. Perfect napping weather, as it were.
I could make a nap right now.
I could take a nap myself.
Me and Marty can
you know,
do
we finished up the show, our live action art markets, and I don't know if many of you have done art markets, but boy, it's a lot of work, and I have such an appreciation now for it. Not that I didn't before, but my own appreciation since we've jacked up the number of markets we've been doing. It's given me a definite appreciation for them. All right, my friends. So Wednesday, we've been debating. We're like, hey, are we going to go live on Wednesday? I, of course, am like, what else are we doing? What else are we doing? It's not like
we're not usually doing anything like
it's not like Eve? We're going to be singing carols at each other.
We're not going anywhere.
We don't go anywhere. We stay in. So anyway, we're going to be live on Christmas Eve. We'll hang out together, maybe do a project. You never know, might be doing something fun. But we'll definitely be here to hang out with y'all. If you want to join us, that would be fantastic. And we can be Christmassy together. And you know what? I kind of had this idea. I don't know if anyone is interested in this, but you can let me know in the comments if this sounds fun. I got these metal sheets at an estate sale. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I saw a long time ago, one of these gals that I follow that's a glass artist was making ornaments, and she was cutting up aluminum cans and doing neat designs and making ornaments out of them. And I thought, hey, this brass sheet is the same kind of stuff. So I think we will be doing that. That was just my idea for Wednesday, but it's kind of Christmassy. We can make an ornament. And if you got a can, you can join in with it, you know?
I missed so much of that. What do you have to do with a can?
Well, that'll be part of it. You take an aluminum can and you break it down by cutting the top and bottom off. And then you can, I'm not convincing Azelle, you should see her face right now. She's like this. She's not seeing the vision.
I don't know what you're trying to make.
When I was a youngster, we used to have a magazine from the 70s that was in a barn that was on our property. We found a huge box, a cardboard box that was full of these magazines called Paco Fun, Make Trash Out of Treasure. And I was
treasure out of trash.
Trash out of treasure, treasure.
You don't want to make trash out of treasure.
Make trash out of treasure, but you want to do the opposite. So this was a book or a magazine. They're a really small magazine.
How to mess up your nice stuff.
They had, it was like you could make doll furnitures out of matchboxes. You could hot glue them together so they would have pull-out drawers. Man, we made so many things for my Barbies. They lived in style. So anyway, this is giving me vibes of Paco Fun. If y'all want to do that. Oh, Clem says, where do you say we should talk about what our Tucson wishes are?
You can do it in the group, probably.
Oh, Michelle knows. Alexis, Kate knows her mom. We talked about going to see her studio. So that was pretty funny. So it's not a small world of I've been admiring this artist for at least 2 or 3 years. And then Kate was like, I know her mom. We should go get coffee together next time. I was like, how is this possible? And when we were at that party the other night, people kept coming in and we were like, hey, I know you. It's weird. I was in Asheville, and when we used to live in LA, it used to be people would say it's 7 degrees or 7 people. Everybody knows everybody. You're only 7 people away from knowing everybody in the, however many miles surrounding. But here, I feel like in Asheville, it's 1 person away that you know everybody in town.
Okay, you're linked through Hobie.
We're all linked through
Hobie.
No, we know Big Crafty.
And Justin.
And Big Crafty.
Hobie and Justin. You know Hobie and Justin, you're going to know everybody
Cecilia
else.
says, my Tucson wishes, I want to go before I die. That's funny. That is funny because a lot of people have that same idea. You want to go. And we should, like, I always dream about doing that, like having a big event and like getting all my friends together. I'm like, you guys will have so much fun. Yeah, she's in the Bay Area. That's what we were talking about when we went to see Kate. She was like, let's go on and hang out and go see her studio. Apparently, she makes all of her stuff. Kate was telling me, I was like, I do not believe it. That she makes all of her stuff with a little hothead. If y'all make, and you know what that is, it's a tiny torch. And you fill it up with MAP gas. It's a little thing like this, and she makes all that stuff with a little hothead. I couldn't hardly believe it. I was like, there's no way. But apparently, she has this really small studio in the Bay Area, and she makes all that stuff with a miniature little torch. So I was like, if there's a dream, you can follow it. All right, my friends, happy holidays, and we will see you on Christmas Eve, and we're going to make some Paco fun delights. Get ready.
Treasure out of trash.
Not treasure, trash.
I said it right.
You
treasure
said it right.
Out of trash, and you keep wanting to say trash out of treasure.
Right,
let's not make trash out of treasure.
Make any trash.
Let's make good things out of gross stuff.
All right, friends. We're gonna have a good time on Wednesday. So if you're around, join us, and it'll be good times. All right, my friends. We love you out there, and we will see you in a couple of days. Bye. Good night.